Imagine stepping into a serene sanctuary where the chaos of the world cannot reach you. In this place, criticism and conflict lose their power to disturb your peace. This is not just a dream, it can be your reality. Today, I invite you to explore the ancient wisdom of Buddhism, a path that has illuminated the way to inner tranquility for centuries. The Buddha once taught, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." These words echo through time, offering a profound truth that remains as relevant today as when first spoken. The teachings of Buddhism provide practical steps, not mere philosophical ideals that you can apply right now, wherever you are, to cultivate a fortress of calm within your soul. In this session, we delve into 10 powerful Buddhist principles that serve as tools to fortify your inner peace. These principles are not abstract concepts, but practical actions and mindsets that can shield you from the tumult of daily life. They teach us how to remain unshaken, even in the face of adversity, criticism, or turmoil. Whether you're grappling with stress, negativity, or self-doubt, these teachings offer a blueprint to maintain serenity. Each principle, from cultivating a firm purpose to weaponizing gratitude, is a stepping stone on a path towards becoming untouchable by life's disturbances. As we walk through each step, remember that the journey to inner peace is a practice, a daily commitment to living mindfully and with intention. So, if you're ready to transform your inner landscape and discover a peace that nothing can disturb, let us embark on this journey together. These principles aren't just teachings, they are a way of life. Embrace them and watch as your world transforms from the inside out. Welcome to a new way of being, where nothing external can shake your deep, enduring peace. Firm purpose, building resilience through clarity of intention. In the pursuit of inner peace and resilience, the Buddha taught that the root of a steadfast spirit begins with a clear and defined purpose. Understanding your core desires and values is akin to drawing a map for a long journey. This map does not merely suggest a direction, but illuminates the path with a clear light, guiding you through life's inevitable challenges and distractions. Let us delve deeper into how a firm purpose serves as a foundational stone for unwavering resilience and inner calm. Understanding your purpose. To cultivate a firm purpose, start by introspecting on what truly matters to you. This goes beyond fleeting desires or superficial ambitions. It is about connecting with your deepest values, what you stand for in life, and what you wish to achieve. This understanding shapes a personal creed that guides your decisions and actions. It acts as a stabilizing force, keeping you anchored during times of upheaval. Imagine yourself as a mariner navigating through stormy seas. Your firm purpose is your compass, continuously pointing you towards your true north. No matter how tumultuous the waves, the compass provides certainty and direction. Similarly, when you are clear about your purpose, external chaos loses its power to derail you. You remain steadfast, not because the storm doesn't touch you, but because your inner compass keeps you on course. Defining goals and values. Begin by defining your goals with precision. Are you seeking to foster deeper relationships, achieve professional excellence, or contribute to your community? Each goal should resonate deeply with your personal values, whether it's compassion, integrity, or perseverance. These are not just goals, they are reflections of your innermost self. Once your goals are set, align your daily actions with them. This alignment transforms every small act into a step towards greater resilience. It ensures that your daily life is not a series of disjointed events, but a cohesive journey towards a well-defined destination. Visualization and regular reflection. Visualization is a powerful tool in solidifying your purpose. Regularly take time to vividly imagine achieving your goals. See yourself living your values, overcoming challenges, and experiencing the joy of each accomplishment. This practice not only motivates, but also reinforces your emotional and mental blueprint, making your purpose feel more tangible and attainable. Equally important is the habit of reflection. Reflect daily on your actions. Are they bringing you closer to your goals? Are they in line with your values? This introspection ensures you stay true to your purpose and helps you adjust your course as needed. Reflection is your anchor, ensuring that no external storm can drift you away from your chosen path. The impact of a firm purpose. Having a firm purpose does more than guide you. It transforms you. It builds a resilience that is not just about bouncing back from setbacks, but about moving forward with a clearer, stronger resolve. This kind of resilience is proactive. It doesn't merely withstand adversity, but uses it as fuel to strengthen and deepen your commitment to your values. Moreover, a firm purpose infuses your life with a sense of meaning and fulfillment. It's not just about achieving goals, but about the satisfaction and peace that come from knowing every step you take is imbued with intention. This deep alignment between action and value creates a profound sense of contentment that external conditions cannot disrupt. Navigating challenges with a firm purpose. When faced with challenges, return to your purpose. Ask yourself how each challenge or obstacle can serve your greater goals. Perhaps a professional setback teaches resilience, or a personal trial emphasizes the value of compassion. By viewing challenges through the lens of your purpose, every difficulty becomes an opportunity to grow and reaffirm your commitment to your path. Furthermore, a firm purpose acts as a shield against the noise of the world. In an era of constant information and opinions, it's easy to be swayed by external pressures or trends. However, when your purpose is clear, these distractions lose their power. You can navigate through life's noise with the confidence that comes from knowing your path is self-chosen and deeply meaningful. Living your purpose. Finally, living with a firm purpose is an act of courage. It requires you to not only identify and commit to your deepest values, but also to stand by them in the face of adversity. This commitment is visible in your choices, your interactions, and your contributions to the world. It is a testament to the strength and peace that come from knowing and living your truth. In conclusion, a firm purpose is not just a principle, but a practice. It is a daily commitment to living a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. As you cultivate and reaffirm your purpose, you build an inner resilience that turns the chaos of the world into the background music to your focused, serene march towards a meaningful life. Embrace your purpose and let it guide you to not just peace, but profound fulfillment. Untouchable. Mastering emotional responses. The ability to remain untouched by external negativity and maintain inner peace, regardless of the storms that rage around you, is an art, a profound skill taught in Buddhism. It centers on a simple yet powerful premise: no one can disrupt your peace without your permission. This principle empowers you to navigate through life's difficulties with grace and equanimity, turning potential disturbances into mere ripples on the surface of a deep, serene pond. Understanding emotional autonomy. The key to becoming untouchable lies in understanding that your emotional responses are under your control, not dictated by external events or other people's behaviors. Much of our suffering stems from not the actions of others, but from how we choose to react to those actions. When you grasp this concept, you realize that although you cannot control every circumstance, you can control your reaction to every circumstance. Consider this analogy. Imagine yourself as a fortress. External events, like arrows, may strike the walls, but whether they penetrate or not depends on the strength and resilience of your defenses. By fortifying your emotional responses, you ensure that these arrows do not find their mark, leaving your inner peace intact. Cultivating emotional resilience. To cultivate this resilience, begin by observing your reactions to small annoyances in your daily life. Notice when you feel disturbed and what thoughts exacerbate these feelings. Are you attaching to a negative comment, replaying it in your mind, allowing it to disturb your peace? The moment you become aware of this process, you gain the power to stop it. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause, take a breath, choose a response that maintains your dignity and equilibrium. Practical steps to emotional detachment. 1. Pause and breathe. Before reacting, take a deep breath. This simple action gives you a moment to step back and choose your response, rather than being swept away by immediate emotions. 2. Reflect. Ask yourself, does reacting with disturbance or anger serve me? Does it align with the person I want to be? Often you'll find that staying calm and collected is more aligned with your long-term peace and well-being. 3. Decide not to take it personally. Remember, people's negative actions or words are often more about their struggles, insecurities, or pain than anything to do with you. By not taking things personally, you neutralize much of their impact. Choose your battles wisely. Not every provocation deserves your energy. Sometimes, the most powerful response is choosing not to engage. Reinforcing your peace. Imagine that each time you successfully manage not to react negatively, you are reinforcing the walls of your fortress. Over time, these walls become so robust that what once upset you no longer has the same effect. You find that you can remain calm and centered even when faced with significant challenges. Philosophical underpinning. The Buddha taught that you will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. This profound statement highlights that the suffering we experience from anger is not an external punishment, but a self-inflicted wound. When you choose not to let anger dominate, you free yourself from its corrosive effects. Empowering yourself through choice. Each moment of choosing not to react with disturbance strengthens not only your emotional resilience, but also your self-esteem and self-control. You begin to trust yourself more because you know that you can handle difficult situations without losing your peace. Living as the untouchable. To live as the untouchable does not mean you are indifferent or uncaring. On the contrary, it means you care enough about yourself and your well-being to not let external factors dictate your happiness or peace. It's about maintaining your agency and choosing your emotional state, ensuring that you remain composed and serene. In conclusion, becoming untouchable in the face of life's vicissitudes is an achievable goal. It requires practice, mindfulness, and a commitment to personal growth. By mastering your emotional responses, you not only protect your peace, but also enhance your capacity to live a fulfilling and balanced life, free from the undue influence of external disturbances. This mastery allows you to navigate life's complexities with grace, making you truly untouchable by the chaos of the world. Insult and defense, managing external negativity with patience and self-control. As we journey through life, it is inevitable that we will encounter moments where others insult or offend us. Whether it is a passing remark, harsh criticism, or outright hostility, these moments can trigger deep emotions like anger, hurt, or frustration. Buddhism teaches us a profound truth about these situations. The way we respond to insults and offenses shapes not only our peace, but also our personal growth. Rather than reacting impulsively or with anger, we are encouraged to view these moments as opportunities to practice patience, self-control, and compassion. The nature of insults. Understanding the source. When someone insults or criticizes us, it is easy to feel that their words are an attack on who we are. However, Buddhism teaches that an insult often says more about the other person's inner state than it does about our own worth. People project their struggles, insecurities, and frustrations onto others. When we understand this, it becomes easier to not take insults personally. Imagine someone hurling an insult like throwing a stone. The natural reaction is to catch that stone and hold onto it, letting the weight of it sink in and cause pain. But what if instead you simply let the stone fall to the ground, refusing to carry its burden? In doing so, you protect yourself from unnecessary suffering. The insult loses its power because you choose not to give it space in your heart. Choosing not to take offense. Taking offense is a choice. You have the power to decide whether or not you let someone's words affect your inner peace. This doesn't mean pretending that insults don't hurt. It means cultivating a mindset that allows you to rise above them. When you choose not to take offense, you are practicing a powerful form of self-control. It's a reminder that your peace of mind is more valuable than someone else's fleeting words. The Buddha wisely said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule." When we respond to an insult with anger or resentment, we only perpetuate a cycle of negativity. However, by choosing patience and calmness in the face of insult, we not only preserve our peace, but also interrupt that cycle, creating space for understanding and compassion. Patience as a shield. Patience is a key virtue in Buddhism, and one of the most powerful tools we have for maintaining inner peace in the face of negativity. When someone insults us, our first instinct might be to lash out in defense. But reacting with anger only feeds the fire, escalating the situation and causing more harm. Instead, patience allows us to step back, take a breath, and respond in a way that aligns with our higher self. Practicing patience in the face of insult is like putting on a shield that protects you from emotional harm. This shield does not prevent you from feeling the sting of someone's words, but it gives you the strength to withstand it without being shaken. Each time you practice patience, you reinforce this shield, making it stronger and more effective at protecting your peace. Transforming insults into opportunities for growth. Buddhism teaches that every difficult experience, including being insulted, is an opportunity for growth. Instead of reacting with anger or allowing ourselves to be hurt, we can view insults as moments to practice compassion, both for ourselves and for the person insulting us. Consider this. When someone insults you, they are often acting from a place of pain, frustration, or insecurity. By recognizing their suffering, you can begin to cultivate compassion for them. This doesn't mean excusing bad behavior, but it does mean understanding that their words are not a reflection of your worth, but of their own internal struggles. When you encounter insults, try to ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Perhaps it's an opportunity to practice patience, to strengthen your ability to remain calm under pressure, or to deepen your understanding of compassion. Each insult can become a stepping stone on your path to personal growth, helping you become stronger and more resilient. Buddha's teachings on anger and insults. The Buddha's teachings often emphasize the destructive nature of anger and the importance of controlling it. In one famous teaching, the Buddha explains, "You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger." This highlights a critical point. When we react to insults with anger, it is not the insult itself that causes harm, but our own response. Anger clouds our judgment, leads us to say or do things we may regret, and ultimately causes us more suffering. To avoid this, practice mindfulness when faced with insults. Before reacting, pause and observe your emotions. What are you feeling? Why are you feeling this way? By taking a moment to reflect, you give yourself the space to respond thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively. Responding with compassion. While it may seem counterintuitive, responding to insults with compassion can be a transformative practice. When you react with kindness and understanding instead of anger, you not only preserve your peace, but also have the potential to change the dynamic of the interaction. Responding with calmness and empathy can sometimes disarm the other person, leading to a more peaceful resolution. However, even if your compassion doesn't change the other person's behavior, it changes you. It reinforces your commitment to living a life guided by peace, kindness, and understanding. Compassion in the face of insult is a reflection of your inner strength and integrity, qualities that no one can take from you. Practicing non-attachment to words. In Buddhism, the concept of non-attachment is central to achieving peace. This includes non-attachment to the opinions and words of others. When you practice non-attachment, you are less affected by the praise or criticism of others because your sense of self-worth comes from within, not from external validation. Non-attachment to insults means recognizing that words are just words. They only have power if you give them power. By practicing non-attachment, you can maintain a sense of calm and balance, regardless of what others say about you. The power of silence. Sometimes the most powerful response to an insult is silence. By choosing not to engage in negative dialogue, you demonstrate that you are above the insult. Silence can be a form of strength, showing that you are in control of your emotions and that you refuse to be drawn into unnecessary conflict. In moments of silence, you create space for reflection, both for yourself and for the person who insulted you. Silence can diffuse tension, allowing the other person to reflect on their words, while also giving you the time to process the situation without reacting impulsively. Conclusion. The way we respond to insults and offenses is a reflection of our inner strength and peace. By choosing patience, compassion, and non-attachment in the face of negativity, we protect our peace and create opportunities for personal growth. Buddhism teaches us that we cannot control what others say or do, but we can control how we respond. By mastering this practice, we become untouchable by the external forces of negativity, maintaining our serenity and deepening our wisdom. Guarding your mind, cultivating a positive mental environment. In the vast landscape of your mind, every thought and emotion has the potential to grow like seeds in a fertile garden. Buddhism teaches that the quality of your life is largely determined by the quality of your mental environment. Guarding your mind involves being vigilant about what you allow to take root, nurturing thoughts that uplift and empower you while weeding out those that bring you down. Understanding the mind as a garden. Just as a gardener cultivates their garden, ensuring that only the healthiest plants grow, you must cultivate your mental garden. This means being mindful of the thoughts and emotions you entertain, for these will inevitably shape your actions and your character. Negative thoughts, if allowed to flourish, can choke out the positive ones, clouding your mind and leading to feelings of stress, anxiety, and unhappiness. On the other hand, when you plant seeds of positivity, such as gratitude, hope, and kindness, you create an environment conducive to growth and peace. These positive thoughts will grow to define the landscape of your inner world, influencing how you interact with the outer world. Practical steps to guard your mind. 1. Awareness of thoughts. The first step in guarding your mind is to become aware of what you're thinking at any given moment. This can be achieved through practices like mindfulness and meditation, which help you observe your thoughts without judgment. By becoming a witness to your thoughts, you gain the power to manage them effectively. 2. Choosing your focus. Once you are aware of your thoughts, you have the choice to focus on those that are healthy and positive. This doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing negative thoughts, but rather acknowledging them and then consciously deciding to let them go or to replace them with more positive alternatives. 3. Cultivating positive thoughts. Intentionally cultivate thoughts that enhance your well-being. Engage in activities that generate positive emotions, such as reading uplifting literature, practicing gratitude, or spending time in nature. Each positive thought acts like sunlight and water to the seeds in your garden, helping them to thrive and grow. 4. Limiting negative influences. Just as a gardener protects their garden from pests and weeds, you must protect your mental space from negative influences. This might mean setting boundaries in toxic relationships, regulating your media consumption, or avoiding situations that trigger negative thinking. The role of meditation in guarding the mind. Meditation is a key tool in the practice of guarding your mind. It teaches you to sit quietly with your thoughts, observing them as they arise without becoming attached or reactive. This practice develops your capacity to control your focus, steering it away from negative patterns and towards thoughts that are aligned with your values and goals. Through regular meditation, you not only become more aware of your mental habits, but also strengthen your ability to change them. It's akin to strengthening muscles through regular exercise. Meditation builds your mental resilience, allowing you to remain calm and positive, even in challenging situations. Creating a resilient mental environment. A resilient mental environment is one that can withstand the challenges and stresses of everyday life without becoming overwhelmed. This resilience is built over time through consistent practice in managing your thoughts and emotions. Each time you choose a positive thought over a negative one, you reinforce a pattern of thinking that supports resilience. Additionally, resilience involves understanding that while you may not control every circumstance you encounter, you can always control your reaction to those circumstances. This sense of control is empowering, giving you the confidence to face life's uncertainties with a calm and steady mind. The benefits of a guarded mind. Guarding your mind has profound benefits on your overall well-being. It leads to enhanced emotional stability, reduced stress, and a deeper sense of joy and peace. Moreover, a well-guarded mind is more creative and efficient, able to think clearly and solve problems effectively because it is not cluttered with unnecessary negativity. Furthermore, when your mind is guarded, your interactions with others improve. You are better able to respond with compassion and wisdom, creating positive relationships and minimizing conflict. Your positive mental environment not only benefits you, but also influences those around you, contributing to a more harmonious community. Conclusion. Guarding your mind is an essential practice for anyone seeking to live a more peaceful, meaningful life. By carefully choosing which thoughts and emotions to nurture, you take charge of your mental landscape, transforming it into a serene, fruitful garden. This guarded mind becomes a source of strength and peace, enabling you to navigate the complexities of life with grace and optimism. Remember, the quality of your thoughts ultimately shapes the quality of your life. tend them well, and you will harvest a life of profound tranquility and happiness. Overcoming fear and shame. Embracing self-acceptance. In our journey through life, two of the most paralyzing emotions we encounter are fear and shame. These feelings, deeply rooted in our psyche, often stem from past experiences or ingrained beliefs about our worth and capabilities. Buddhism teaches that to find inner peace and reach our full potential, we must confront and transcend these limiting emotions. Understanding fear and shame. Fear often arises from the anticipation of a negative outcome or the threat of losing something valuable, whether it's our self-esteem, relationships, or security. It can manifest as anxiety about the future, resistance to change, or reluctance to step out of our comfort zones. Shame, on the other hand, involves a painful feeling of being fundamentally flawed or inadequate. Unlike guilt, which is about our actions, shame attacks our very identity, leading us to believe that we are unworthy or incapable. Both fear and shame can create invisible barriers that limit our ability to act freely and pursue our true desires. They hold us back, not only by making us doubt ourselves, but also by distorting our perception of how we are seen by others. Confronting fear. To overcome fear, Buddhism suggests a direct confrontation with the emotions we typically avoid. This process involves mindfully acknowledging and examining our fears without judgment. By bringing fear into the light of conscious awareness, we begin to see its often irrational basis and reduce its influence over our actions. Practicing mindfulness allows us to observe our fears from a distance rather than being overwhelmed by them. This detachment provides the space to choose how we respond rather than reacting impulsively. For example, if you fear rejection, mindfulness lets you recognize this fear when it arises, assess its validity, and perhaps decide to take the risk of connection despite the fear, recognizing it as a step towards growth. Transforming shame into self-acceptance. Shame is particularly insidious because it can infiltrate the core of our identity, making it difficult to maintain a positive self-image. To combat shame, we must first understand that our worth is not contingent on our achievements, failures, or how we are perceived by others. Instead, our inherent worth is constant and unconditional. A powerful tool against shame is the cultivation of self-compassion. This involves treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a good friend. When feelings of shame arise, rather than being harsh or critical towards ourselves, we can offer words of encouragement and support. Practicing self-compassion helps to soften the harsh inner critic that feeds shame and fosters a more accepting and loving relationship with ourselves. Building resilience through acceptance. Overcoming fear and shame does not imply that we won't experience these emotions again. Rather, it means developing resilience by changing our relationship with these feelings. Acceptance plays a crucial role in this process. When we accept that fear and shame may surface, we can prepare to meet them with mindfulness and compassion rather than avoidance or denial. This acceptance also extends to recognizing and embracing our vulnerabilities. Vulnerability is not a weakness, but a courageous acknowledgement of our authentic selves. By embracing our vulnerabilities, we can turn them into sources of strength. For instance, acknowledging a fear of failure can lead to a deeper exploration of our values and motivations, paving the way for more genuine and fulfilling endeavors. The role of community and connection. Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of community and connection in overcoming personal struggles. Sharing our fears and shames can diminish their power, as we often find that others share similar experiences. This realization can foster a sense of belonging and support, crucial components for personal transformation. Engaging with a community that values openness and acceptance provides a safe space to express our vulnerabilities without fear of judgment. It strengthens our ability to cope with and overcome the challenges posed by fear and shame. Conclusion. In summary, overcoming fear and shame is a transformative process that enhances our inner peace and freedom. It involves a mindful examination of our fears, cultivating self-compassion to combat shame, and embracing our vulnerabilities as sources of strength. Through these practices, supported by the strength of community and connection, we can break the chains of fear and shame, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. By mastering these emotional landscapes, we not only liberate ourselves, but also contribute to a more compassionate and understanding world. Transforming interactions. Seeing everyone as a teacher. In the intricate tapestry of life, every person we meet has the potential to teach us something valuable. This is a core Buddhist principle that encourages us to view every interaction as an opportunity for personal growth and understanding. By adopting the mindset that everyone is a relentless teacher, we can transform even the most challenging encounters into lessons that enhance our wisdom and patience. The philosophy of universal teaching. Buddhism teaches that each person, regardless of their role or relationship to us, reflects aspects of ourselves that we can learn from. Whether someone brings joy, pain, or challenge, they serve as a mirror showing us our own reactions and giving us a chance to learn and evolve. The idea is not just to tolerate others, but to actively engage with them as part of our journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Learning from pleasant and unpleasant interactions. Every interaction, no matter how insignificant or difficult it may seem, holds a lesson. When someone compliments or supports us, it's easy to feel good and welcome their presence. However, the true challenge and the most profound lessons come from those who criticize us, disagree with us, or push our buttons. These interactions force us to confront parts of ourselves that we might rather ignore, such as our pride, our insecurities, or our prejudices. For instance, if someone's behavior annoys or angers you, instead of reacting defensively or with irritation, ask yourself why you are reacting this way. What about this situation is touching a sensitive spot in you? This reflection can reveal underlying beliefs or expectations you hold, offering insights into how you might grow. Patience as a path to wisdom. Patience is one of the most important virtues in Buddhism and is often developed through difficult interactions. Seeing challenging people as teachers helps cultivate patience by reframing the situation from one of frustration to one of learning. Each moment of patience strengthens our ability to remain calm and composed, deepening our understanding and compassion. Moreover, the practice of patience in the face of adversity is not passive. It's an active engagement in mental and emotional discipline. It requires us to hold back our immediate reactions, choose our responses thoughtfully, and manage our emotions constructively. Compassion in understanding others' struggles. Recognizing that everyone is fighting their own battles helps in developing compassion. When someone behaves negatively, it's often a reflection of their own struggles, fears, or unhappiness. Understanding this can shift our reaction from one of judgment to one of empathy. By asking ourselves what someone's behavior might be teaching us about human nature or about our own nature, we open a doorway to a deeper connection with others and with ourselves. This approach does not condone harmful behavior, but offers a perspective that can alleviate personal suffering and contribute to overall peace. The role of mindfulness in interactions. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in transforming interactions. Being present in the moment allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions as they arise during interactions. This awareness is key to choosing how we respond, enabling us to break habitual patterns of behavior and reaction. Practicing mindfulness helps us stay centered, even in the heat of challenging exchanges, and reminds us of our learning goals in each interaction. It keeps the focus on growth and understanding rather than on winning an argument or defending ourselves. Fostering a culture of learning. Adopting the mindset that everyone is a teacher can fundamentally change the culture of our relationships. It encourages a more open, curious, and respectful approach to interactions. This perspective fosters a learning environment where personal growth is valued and where the wisdom of each individual is acknowledged. Conclusion. In summary, viewing everyone as a teacher is a powerful way to transform our interactions and deepen our personal growth. It challenges us to extract wisdom from every encounter, to develop patience and compassion, and to engage more deeply with the world around us. By embracing this approach, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a more understanding and compassionate world. This mindset turns everyday interactions into a rich source of learning and spiritual development, making our journey through life richer and more meaningful. Forge an unshakable ethical code, living with integrity. One of the foundational aspects of Buddhist teachings is the importance of developing a strong, personal ethical code. This code serves as a moral compass, guiding decisions and behaviors in a way that aligns with one's spiritual values and principles. By forging an unshakable ethical code, individuals not only navigate life's challenges with integrity, but also contribute to a more harmonious world. The basis of an ethical code in Buddhism. In Buddhism, the ethical code is often grounded in the 5 precepts, which provide a framework for conduct that fosters moral discipline and compassionate living. These precepts are: 1. Abstaining from taking life. This encourages respect for all living beings, cultivating a mindset of non-violence and compassion. 2. Abstaining from taking what is not given. This precept promotes honesty and integrity, ensuring that one lives a life of generosity and fairness. 3. Abstaining from sexual misconduct. This involves respecting the boundaries and relationships of others, promoting fidelity and trust. 4th, abstaining from false speech. Honesty is essential in this precept, which encourages truthful and constructive communication. 5. Abstaining from intoxicants that cloud the mind. This precept supports clarity of mind, which is necessary for making wise decisions that align with ethical principles. Integrating ethical principles into daily life. Developing an unshakable ethical code goes beyond mere adherence to these precepts. It requires integrating these principles into every aspect of daily life. It means making choices that consistently reflect one's values, even when faced with challenges or opportunities to compromise for immediate gain. 1. Mindfulness and self-reflection. Regular self-reflection helps maintain awareness of one's actions and their alignment with personal ethical standards. Mindfulness practices can deepen this awareness, helping one remain vigilant about the impact of their choices. 2. Consistency and discipline. Consistency in applying ethical principles in both easy and challenging times builds moral strength and integrity. Discipline is key to resisting temptations that might lead away from ethical paths. 3. Education and understanding. Continually educating oneself about the ethical teachings of Buddhism and other moral philosophies can enrich one's understanding and application of these principles. The role of ethical living in personal growth. Living according to a strong ethical code has profound implications for personal development. It builds character and resilience, fostering a sense of self-respect and dignity. Ethically driven actions create a stable foundation for one's life, providing a clear sense of direction and purpose. Moreover, this consistency promotes mental peace, as actions aligned with personal values reduce inner conflict and enhance one's sense of authenticity. Challenges in ethical living. Maintaining an unshakable ethical code is not without its challenges. Societal pressures, personal desires, and the complexities of modern life can sometimes make it difficult to adhere strictly to one's principles. However, each challenge presents an opportunity for growth. When individuals face ethical dilemmas, they are prompted to think deeply about their values, potentially refining and strengthening their ethical convictions. Ethics and community. An unshakable ethical code also impacts the community and relationships. When individuals act with integrity, they inspire trust and respect in others, fostering healthier, more supportive relationships. Ethical behavior has a ripple effect, encouraging others to also act with integrity and contributing to a more ethical society. Conclusion. Forging an unshakable ethical code is a dynamic, lifelong process that requires commitment, mindfulness, and a willingness to grow. It involves more than following rules. It is about developing a deep connection to one's values and living in a way that consistently reflects these values. By committing to an ethical way of life, individuals not only ensure their peace of mind, but also contribute to a more just and compassionate world. In essence, an unshakable ethical code is not just a personal asset, but a gift to the community, guiding both personal actions and interpersonal interactions towards greater harmony and understanding. Living according to nature. Harmonizing with the world, Buddhism encourages us to live in harmony with nature, not only in the environmental sense, but also in alignment with the natural laws of existence. This principle of living according to nature involves understanding the rhythms and cycles of life and recognizing our place within these natural processes. By respecting and adapting to these natural flows, we cultivate a life of peace and contentment. The principle of impermanence. One of the key aspects of living according to nature in Buddhism is the acceptance of impermanence. Everything around us, including our own experiences and life itself, is subject to change. Seasons change, relationships evolve, and all living beings go through cycles of birth, growth, decay, and death. Embracing this impermanence helps us reduce suffering by letting go of attachment to temporary states and things. By understanding that nothing is permanent, we are less likely to take our joys for granted or to despair over our losses. Instead, we learn to appreciate each moment for what it offers, knowing it will not last forever. This acceptance does not mean passivity, but rather encourages an active engagement with life, making the most of each moment without clinging. Living with simplicity. Another important aspect of living according to nature is simplicity. In a world that often values accumulation and excess, Buddhism teaches us the beauty and clarity that come with simplicity. By reducing our needs and wants, we lessen our impact on the world and free ourselves from the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. Simplicity involves distinguishing between what we need and what we want. By focusing on our needs and minimizing our wants, we align our lives with the natural state of being sufficient and content with what is available. This not only leads to personal peace, but also fosters a sustainable approach to living, which is crucial for the health of our planet. Mindfulness of natural processes. Mindfulness is a practice that brings us closer to living according to nature. It involves paying attention to the present moment and recognizing the natural processes happening around us and within us. Whether it's noticing the way light changes throughout the day or being aware of how our bodies react to different situations, mindfulness helps us connect with the natural world in a deep and meaningful way. This connection reminds us that we are part of a larger ecosystem and that our choices and actions have consequences beyond our immediate environment. By being mindful, we live with greater intention and consideration for the well-being of all beings. Adapting to natural rhythms. To truly live according to nature, we must also learn to adapt to its rhythms. This means recognizing when to act and when to rest, when to be vigorous, and when to conserve energy. Just as animals hibernate in winter or migrate based on seasonal changes, humans too can benefit from tuning into the rhythms of nature. For example, adapting our sleep patterns to the cycles of the sun or eating foods that are in season can improve our health and well-being. These adjustments help us live more in tune with the natural world, leading to a more balanced and healthy life. The benefits of harmonizing with nature. Living according to nature brings numerous benefits. It promotes a sense of peace and grounding, reduces stress, and enhances our physical and mental health. It also helps us develop a sense of gratitude and wonder for the natural world, fostering a caring attitude towards the environment and all its inhabitants. Moreover, this way of living teaches us resilience and adaptability. By observing how nature thrives through adaptation, we learn to face life's challenges with flexibility and strength, confident in our ability to navigate change. Conclusion. Living according to nature is a profound principle in Buddhism that offers a path to peace and fulfillment. It encourages us to embrace impermanence, practice simplicity, be mindful of natural processes, and adapt to the rhythms of the natural world. By aligning our lives with these principles, we cultivate a deep harmony with ourselves and the world around us, leading to a life that is not only peaceful, but also sustainable and respectful of the natural order. This harmonious way of living is a testament to the wisdom of Buddhism and its relevance in helping us navigate the complexities of modern life. Weaponize gratitude, cultivate relentless positivity. Gratitude is a transformative force in Buddhist teachings, turning everyday experiences into profound opportunities for personal growth and joy. By weaponizing gratitude, actively using it as a tool to combat negativity, we empower ourselves to maintain a positive outlook no matter the circumstances. This practice not only enhances our personal well-being, but also radiates out, influencing our interactions and the broader world with relentless positivity. The power of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking in our lives to the abundance that is already present. This simple shift in perspective can dramatically alter our experience of the world. When we focus on what we have rather than what we don't, we operate from a place of abundance, which naturally leads to greater contentment and happiness. The practice of gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the value of everything around us, from the smallest conveniences to major blessings. It can be as simple as appreciating a sunny day, the comfort of a warm bed, or the presence of a loved one. Each act of gratitude not only uplifts our spirits, but also diminishes the weight of our troubles. Implementing gratitude in daily life. 1. Daily gratitude. Reflection. Start or end each day by listing 3 things you are grateful for. This practice helps to anchor gratitude in your daily routine and can shift your mood and perspective, setting a positive tone for the day or providing a reflective end. 2. Gratitude journal. Keep a journal dedicated to notes of gratitude. Writing down what you are thankful for can deepen the feeling of gratitude and provide a record to look back on during tougher times. 3. Express gratitude to others. Make it a habit to express appreciation to people around you. This can strengthen relationships, enhance empathy, and create a positive environment both at home and in the workplace. Gratitude in challenging times. Gratitude is most powerful when practiced in the face of challenges. It does not negate or diminish the reality of suffering, but it provides a broader perspective that helps to lighten emotional burdens. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives during hard times, we can find the strength to persevere and even identify silver linings. For example, during an illness, gratitude for the support of friends and family or the availability of medical care can provide comfort and hope, even amidst pain and uncertainty. This mindset doesn't change the difficulty of the situation, but it does change how we go through it. The ripple effect of gratitude. The benefits of gratitude extend beyond individual well-being. When we express gratitude, we not only improve our own mood, but also brighten the day of someone else. This positive interaction creates a ripple effect, spreading joy and positivity further than we might imagine. Moreover, gratitude fosters a sense of interconnectedness. Recognizing the contributions of others to our well-being reminds us that we are part of a larger community and that our lives are enriched by the kindness and actions of others. This realization can lead to greater compassion and a desire to give back, further perpetuating the cycle of positivity. Cultivating a gratitude mindset. To truly weaponize gratitude, it should become more than just an occasional practice. It should be a mindset. This means always looking for things to be grateful for, even in mundane or difficult situations. It involves a fundamental change in how we perceive our experiences and challenges. As we cultivate this gratitude mindset, our entire approach to life can shift. We become more resilient, more compassionate, and more optimistic. We are better equipped to handle life's ups and downs with grace, and we find joy and meaning in our everyday experiences. Conclusion. Weaponizing gratitude is a powerful strategy for living a happier, more fulfilled life. It enables us to focus on the positive, appreciate the present, and face challenges with resilience. By embedding gratitude into our daily practices and mindset, we not only enhance our own lives but also contribute to a more joyful and compassionate world. Thus, gratitude is not just a personal tool for well-being, it's a transformative force that can reshape our entire experience of life. Conclusion. Embracing the full spectrum of Buddhist principles. As we explore the depths of these 10 Buddhist principles, it becomes evident how interwoven they are, each supporting and enhancing the others. From cultivating a firm purpose to weaponizing gratitude, these teachings offer a comprehensive guide for living a life filled with peace, resilience, and compassion. By embracing these principles, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute positively to the lives of those around us and the world at large. Integrating principles into everyday life. The journey of integrating these Buddhist teachings into daily life is both profound and practical. It requires mindfulness, commitment, and a willingness to continually learn and grow. Each principle, while powerful on its own, gains even greater strength when practiced in conjunction with others, creating a robust framework for personal and spiritual development. 1. daily practice. Incorporating these principles into daily routines can be as simple as starting the day with a meditation on one's purpose, practicing gratitude before meals, or reflecting on the day's interactions with mindfulness in the evening. 2. Mindful relationships. Viewing every interaction as an opportunity to learn and applying patience and compassion in dealings with others can transform relationships, fostering deeper connections and understanding. 3. Ethical living. By maintaining an unshakable ethical code, one not only lives with integrity but also sets an example for others, promoting a culture of honesty and respect in both personal and professional spheres. Challenges and rewards. While the path of embodying these teachings can be challenging, requiring constant vigilance and effort, the rewards are immeasurable. Living in harmony with these principles brings a sense of inner peace and clarity that transcends ordinary experiences of happiness. It equips individuals to face life's inevitable challenges with grace and resilience, reducing suffering for oneself and others. The ripple effect. The impact of living according to these principles extends beyond the individual. Each person who embodies these teachings contributes to a collective energy that promotes peace and understanding on a larger scale. This ripple effect can influence communities and ultimately contribute to global change, promoting a more compassionate and mindful world. Continuous growth. The application of Buddhist teachings is not a destination, but a continuous journey. As we grow and evolve, so too does our understanding of these principles. Each stage of life offers new insights and opportunities to deepen our practice. The learning never stops, and the depth of these teachings continues to unfold as we commit to living them out each day. Invitation to embark. This exploration of Buddhist principles is an invitation to all who seek a more meaningful and tranquil life. Whether you are new to these concepts or a long-time practitioner, there is always more to learn and ways to deepen your practice. We encourage you to explore these principles further, engage with them actively, and observe the transformations they bring about in your life and the lives of those around you. Conclusion. In conclusion, the 10 Buddhist principles provide a roadmap for living a life of purpose, peace, and compassion. By embracing these teachings, we forge a path not only towards personal fulfillment, but also towards contributing to the greater good of society. They teach us that true peace and happiness come from within, and that by changing ourselves, we have the power to change the world around us. Let us continue to walk this path with mindfulness, compassion, and gratitude, embracing each moment as an opportunity to grow and help others do the same.